kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on.
What's going on, Eagles Nation? Welcome back to the channel. This is Think Eagles, and I am Pablo Guerra, your #1 Eagles fan from Maryland. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about Gabe Hall. I want to think about what I think most people are not thinking about. Gabe Hall is a defensive tackle that the Eagles picked up in the undrafted market this offseason. He's coming out of Baylor. He's 6'6", 297 pounds. And when I tell you guys, this young dude is a freak of nature. Like, this dude is a unit. And I think he deserves to be highlighted, spotlighted, and talked more about. And a lot of times as fans, right, we want everybody in the organization to get better, right? Howie Roseman, get better with your evaluation. Nick Sirianni, get better with your coaching. Jalen Hurts, get better with your reads. But I'm challenging us as fans to get better with researching and understanding the players that are coming into our organization. You know, it's hard because sometimes we just kind of get spoon-fed the top guys, right? The guys that are that are in round 1 through round 4 or something like that, where we rarely focus on the 5th to 7th round guys that could actually make an impact. I think about Jason Kelce, right? The best center of all time in Philadelphia, 6th round guy. So I'm challenging myself to do more homework, do more digging into these, young, talented guys that are just was looked over, not drafted, or what have you. So I want to jump right into it. Gabe Hall is a very, I'll pause it here really quick. Gabe Hall is a very interesting watch because I had to be careful with comparing him to Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis is 6'6", Gabe Hall is 6'6". Jordan Davis can stop the run primarily with pass rush. Gabe Hall can stop the run, but he's primarily a pass rusher with the ability to stop the run. I think he's a little bit more versatile, a little bit more faster than Jordan Davis. And I could just, my mind just, the gears in my mind just start moving when I think about pairing Jordan Davis at 6'6" and Gabe Hall at 6'6". One primarily focuses on the run. The other body primarily focuses on the pass, with Bryce Young on the edge and Josh Sweat and Brandon Graham and Nola Smith Jr. So this is a kid that I think can be a really valuable rotating piece for the Philadelphia Eagles. Look, we know that Jordan Davis is going to get tired. We understand that Jalen Carter can't play every single rep. Milton Williams, we are all excited about him and his development in Philadelphia. We know that he's going to add some much needed reps to our defensive line. But all three of those guys are going to get tired, right? And I think the Eagles are the best when we pass rush in waves, when we send the first group, right? And those guys are fresh. Like, can you send a second group and that production doesn't fall too far down and you send those guys, right? The offensive line, that's just not something that they could keep up with for 3 hours. You know what I mean? It's just a lot to ask the offensive line to do. So I think the Eagles are best when they can send guys in waves, keep it consistent, and not have the production drop once your starters are off the football field. So let's get into Gabe Hall. One thing I noticed about him, he has a motor. Like, he has motor for days. There's not a play that he's taken off. He's a guy that really reminds me of Trent Cole. And it's so weird because they have two total different body types. And so for a guy his size to bring a Trent Cole-like motor to the Philadelphia Eagles, he has to be special. And I'm honestly, I just can't believe the Philadelphia Eagles got him basically for free. He's a guy that knows how to use his body. He's long, he's fast, he's rangy. He uses his arms. He keeps his arms. He doesn't allow the offensive line to take his arms, and now he's sort of stagnant and only can move and dance with his feet. You'll see here, man, his IQ is off the chart. So let's take a look at some of his tape. I'm going to fast forward it here to a very special play. Here it is right here. Close this down just a little bit. This is a play where the quarterback is going to escape left. All right, you see Gabe Hall here. He's engaged with the offensive lineman. And what I love is the entire time that Gabe Hall is, uh, you know, engaged with his one-on-one matchup, he never loses sight of where the quarterback is. He never loses sight. Again, his height plays a big factor in this because he can see clearly over this guy. So he has eyes on the quarterback. He understands what's going on, even though he is clearly engaged in contact. And so a lot of times with young players, like they get so focused on their one-on-one matchup that they lose sight of the entire play. Like they're standing too close to the elephant. And so right here, you can already see, here he is right here. He's disengaged with his guy, this offensive lineman. I don't know what he's doing. His back is turned. He should already be, you know, get ready to blindside him. But the quarterback here, nonetheless, is bailing out. And you can see right here, his mind is telling you that he's already about to beeline to meet him over here, right? So for him to basically disengage with this guy and know what's going on already, know what's about to happen, to me, that speaks to his IQ, his intelligence, and his awareness. So we let the play continue. And he doesn't just get over there, right? He beelines over there. Before I always forget this one key detail. Take a look at this, guys. It's 4th and 11. It's 4th down. And he's giving you this level of energy, this level of motor. See, a lot of guys, it's one thing to be great on 1st down, but can you be great on 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th down? Here's a guy right here. It's not taking plays off. Into the air. All right. Beeline, beeline, beeline. Here he is. He shows up in the picture, in the frame. Right? Can't get to the quarterback. What he does? And his pass is batted down. And here it is, what I love. The energy. This is what I love. The energy. He's so excited. He made a play on 4th down. He didn't touch the QB, but he impacted the play. And look at his energy. Some guys are just happy, they're about to get off the football field. But here he is. 4th down, celebrating. Celebrating with his teammates, man. That's what I love about Gabe Hall. Let's go to another play that I really love that showed his athleticism. It was on a fumble. Here it is right here. To
the 7-yard line.
We want to talk about athleticism. All right. Second, let me switch on this side. Talk about athleticism. Here he is. Here he is right here, Gabe Hall. Right. Can you identify the football? Can you find the ball? Can you pick it up as a big man? We know how hard it is for a big guy to focus on the football, pick it up in his mitts, and go make a play. And that's exactly what he does here. Picks it up. And watch the burst. Here's the burst. 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 Motor all the way through. Motor, 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 motor. That is what the Philadelphia Eagles need. Howie Roseman wants and needs motor. Like when you go and you're looking for the best car, you want a muscle car? I'm sure the first thing you're going to ask is, how many horsepower? How much horsepower does a car have? Is it a V8, V10? What does that look like? So, in my opinion, Gabe Hall is just a player that can be very versatile for the Philadelphia Eagles. He's a player that can really spare a lot of our starters. He's a player that can give you meaningful reps. And I just like the guy's tenacity. I like his size. Coachable. It's very rare that you find a guy 6'6". Now, we know he's going to be 6'7" when he puts his cleats on, right? So Jordan Davis and Gabe Hall are not really 6'6" on the football field. They're really more like 6'7" because they have those 1-inch spike cleats or 1.5-inch or half-inch cleats. So You know, what I love about him too is he knows how to use his length. Here's a play right here where he uses his length. Like if he can't get to the ball, if Gabe Hall can't get to you, he's going to use his length and his height to affect the play. Like his thing is, how can I affect the play? Right here he is, two men on him right here. He's being double teamed. Okay, he understands right now the ball is coming up. The ball is coming up. He has vision. Again, I talked about he always keeps vision even though he's engaged with two men, right? Here goes a hand, bat it down. That's IQ. That's intelligence. Was another play I wanted to show you guys. Actually, here it is. My favorite play right here. Because it shows you his motor. It shows you everything that he brings to the table. I think the Eagles got something with this Gabe Hall, honestly. Again, he's a guy that faces double teams a lot. Like that alone is telling me everything I need to know. Like if you're being double teamed, it's for a reason. A coach is not going to scheme another offensive lineman on you if you're not generating pressure, if you're not dominant, if you're not a concern. If you don't got game, coach is not going to game plan against you, right? If you don't have game, the coach is not going to game plan against you. A lot of his tape, Gabe Hall, is being double teamed. And here's another one. Right here, boom, 95, right? 95, right here. 1, 2. Now, what I love about this play is like his tenacity. When I say motor, guys, I mean Trent Cole motor. And we know how Trent Cole was. You guys got to understand the mental under the helmet. Like for this guy to swim inside with two guys on him, swim outside, still have enough energy and enough want to and enough motor to go get the quarterback, that's a guy that you need on your rotation to continue to develop. Now watch it. It's a really beautiful play here. Swim inside. So now you done knock one offensive lineman off leverage. You got big 70 hanging off your back, right? Because the quarterback can step up. He understands that this is a lane. That is football IQ. So now when he sees the quarterback is no longer going to step up and maybe the quarterback can bounce to the outside, he swims in, and watch him swim out. Swim out, excuse me. Let's just take a look at that one more time because this is a really good play. Swim in, swim out, right? Now, most guys, they're like, Coach, I did everything you asked me to do. But right here, I'm sorry, I'm a little tired. I'm a little fatigued. We got 100 yards of football that we got to cover. Can't do this one for you. Not with Gabe Hall. Not so with Gabe Hall. He's going to make a play, right? Speed, arms, uses his arms to get to you, right? Get those arms. Go get them. So, and then energy. And let's not forget it. Remember, now let's stay detailed. Let's stay detailed. It's second down. Now, can you tell me the difference from the clip I showed you from earlier in his energy, in his motor, from second down and fourth down? If you can't, that's a player that loves the game of football. This kid loves the game. And, we just understand that, it's not just enough to have the talent. Like the team actually has to have a need. There has to be a fit for Gabe. And there's a fit for Gabe Hall in Philadelphia. Like the Eagles, after Milton Williams, who was the backups? Like who was the backups? Like he's the perfect player to come in, right? To keep the energy, if anything, even if he doesn't get a sack, even if he doesn't generate pressure, you got to have players to keep the energy up. Howie Roseman literally signed C.J. Gardner-Johnson back to Philadelphia because he said, listen, the way we fell off at the end of the season last year, no, I can't. There's too much energy that left this room, that left this organization. I need guys like C.J. Gardner-Johnson, like Gabe Hall, that no matter what, no matter the scoreboard, they're going to keep the energy up. You need those particular players to do that, right? So for me, honestly, guys, I've seen enough. I've seen enough of Gabe Hall. again, this was one of the most exciting watches and film breakdowns I've done, and I'm glad that I did my own research and studied on him and did, just looked at the kid, because I think there is a place on this roster for Gabe Hall. I'm really excited to see. This is my thinking, but I'm excited to see what happens in real time. Hopefully he has a healthy camp. I'm excited to see him in preseason, see what he does. Man, but just to think to have to defend Gabe Hall, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Bryce Huff, Josh Sweat, Brandon Graham, Nolan Smith Jr., right? Milton Williams. Like, the Eagles, again, it sounded like they're trying to get back to, hurting defenses with sending waves at you. So I'm really excited, and hopefully you guys are as well. And I really appreciate you guys taking the time. This video was a little longer than most of the videos. I try to get in and out, but this one I really wanted to break down and really chat and talk about, who Gabe Hall is and what I think he could bring to the Philadelphia Eagles defense. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to Think Eagles. My name is Pablo Gary, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.